All right, gentlemen, with this right here, we are going to be looking at one of the top tier builds in the entire game, and it is going to be the tactical and the double plasma build. You're going to want to put your plasma rifle and your plasma pistol both to work to really take advantage of a bunch of your perks here. So for this one, we're going to take a close look at all of the perks for your class and the weapons here, and just really dive into what I think makes this build one of the top ones in the game. So we're going to first look at our class perks right here. So when it comes to our prestige perks down here, the only one that you're not taking here, so you're going to take skilled supplier, resilience, and fortitude, but you will drop acuity, and honestly just take whatever perk you think is going to help you best through your playthrough. And the reason you're not taking acuity is because we have no guns on this build that are actually going to build any type of headshot damage. So you drop acuity, you keep these three, and you will be good to go when it comes to your prestige perks. And now when it comes to our class perks, we are going with plasma boost, of course. So this is going to affect both our primary and our secondary weapon. And then it's also giving us one less energy used for our charge shots. And that comes into play because you have a lot of perks like that that are also on your plasma guns. And then for this build right here, if you're having survivability issues, you're going to go with heightened vigor. But I personally really enjoy to go with versatility, especially with how much power is behind the plasma gun's charge shot, and adding 25% more onto that. And then when you get over 30%, you're talking another 40%. So it's just very, very strong, and you could take down majors and even small groups. Like if they're grouped up small or close enough, you could take down groups of majors at the same time. And then of course we're going with Emperor's Vengeance. And just when it comes to ammo overall in this build, I haven't really found it to be much of an issue. And then I do like to take the extra 15% added onto the range damage. It helps getting you to your executes charge shot early. And then we have priority targeting, battle focus, and concentrated fire, finishing out our gear right here. And just this is my overall typical favorite one to take, to add it to your parry scan, grab the 120%. And it is just really, really overpowering. And then, of course, for a while now, my favorite signature with the class has been Radiating Impact, and it just does a ton of AoE damage. So for this build right here, you're really going to want to be switching from your primary into your secondary quite often. So you're going to, charge out as much as you can with your rifle. Right when you overheat, go down to your secondary weapon, charge 1 or 2 shots, then your primary is going to be good again, and then you're right back in it. So you're kind of just swapping out that way. And like I said, the plasma pistol is really no joke. It's going to give you a ton of damage. So we'll go into let's look at our weapons right here. And overall, I would say all the versions of the plasma incinerator itself are really, really good, but my personal favorite is going to be the rate of fire version right here. And that is just because you charge your shots so quick, and it is very, very beneficial to just have your shots charging that fast. And then just the way we have the weapon build, we have a bunch of weapon cool, so we're going to cool down our weapon extremely fast. So even though it overheats fast, it is going to cool down extremely fast. And then the benefit of overheating so fast is you are getting to your damage multipliers faster. So like I said, the main stats that we're looking for in this build right here are going to be our weapon cool. We are going to be grabbing 45% extra cool on our weapons. And then as well as we really want that damage radius. So I think we're grabbing a total of 30. Is it 30%? It's going to be 20% extra damage radius. We will have our shots charge 15% faster, which they already are charging at an extremely fast rate as it is. And then 2 very important ones on here are charge shots from this plasma weapon use 2 less energy. So we're going to have 4 less energy in total, plus our perk on our class. So there's going to be 5 less energy, costing us 5 each one, giving us a lot of charge shots to go through, guys. So very, very powerful. I do like the new perk setup here. And this is the one that I was having the most fun with. And like I said, I did like mine in the rate of fire version, but all versions did feel good. If you don't like ever hitting your charge state, then honestly, the venting speed version is you almost have unlimited shots. It takes you a very, very long time to overheat, and then you cool down like almost instantly. So all of them are very good, but rate of fire is the one that I like, and that, you know, I recommend you guys at least trying out. And then when it is coming to our plasma pistol, I do enjoy running this one in the ammo version, and I do like setting mine up this way because I really do like grabbing as much radius as I can, because with the 20%, that is where you can really get the groups of majors and execute multiple ones at once. And then we are going to grab 40% on our plasma ammo as well. And then what, a 10% damage increase. So we're grabbing a lot of we're grabbing 60% extra ammo, which that is a huge amount of extra ammo that you can grab now on this weapon. So yeah, I think you start with 210 ammo. You can, you know, so that's what, 21 charge shots. And when you're really not running low on your plasma rifle, it's very, very strong. And as I said, in this build, you really do want to go plasma rifle, overheat it, drop down to your plasma pistol, take a couple charge shots, and then back to your plasma rifle, and really just try to stay in that mode as much as you can. And then when it does come to your melee weapons, now mostly I just love to run this build mostly range, so I usually will pair it with a fencing weapon. You know, either the chainsword or the knife, both are good. I think the chainsword is slightly like just a little better, just with you know, horde clear and things like that. So just overall, when it's coming to the tactical's plasma build, I really do think it is peak performance for the tactical. It gives him so much versatility from range. It is extremely powerful. You can take down big groups of enemies at one time, and it is extremely hard hitting. And as I said before, when you're tying it with your scans and things like that, it really takes the whole build to another level. So no surprise, another top tier build right here for the tactical. And yeah, definitely get in there if you haven't already and run this one. It is a lot of fun to do.